everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm Yachna Marwa. I'm a pattern designer, and in this video we are going to learn how to create a wallpaper on Procreate. So I'm a big fan of wallpaper, and damask is one of the most important themes, and it has been years since people are using the damask patterns. So if you are interested to learn how to create wallpaper on Procreate from the scratch, and you also create a seamless version of it, let's get this started.
So I'm gonna drop like a background color over here. So any color is fine, but I'm not gonna take like a very bright color since we are creating a wallpaper damask, and damasks are usually, the backgrounds are in golds, in pastels, not very bright, a little desaturated. So I'm gonna take like a nice green or an orange color, any color, and I'm gonna pick my outer disc around like 1 o'clock and inner disc around like 12, between 12 and 11, a little bit inside, and I'm gonna drop the color like this. Similarly, you can choose any color. Like once you pick up the color from the inner disc, you can just move the outer disc wherever you wish to, and then you can just choose the color accordingly. So if you wish to take like a red sort of a color on the layer 1, sort of, you can just drop the color so that you can just have a nice color for the background. So rather than choosing like a background color from here, I prefer to drop and then we can later adjust it. Now I'm going to add a new layer above it, and now I'm going to go to the assisted. I'm going to put this layer on drawing assist. So for this, I'm going to go to right next to the gallery, there's a toolbox. I'm going to the canvas, I'm going to the drawing guide, turn the drawing guide on, go to the edit drawing guide, and then go to the symmetry. And for this, I'm going to go to the options and choose vertical symmetry. After you do something like this, you press done, and then you get the line at the center like this. So basically, I'm gonna take like 12 o'clock here and 11 o'clock here, but little bit inside, so you can see like a nice creamy color, little bit more cream, I guess. And then what I'm going to do is I'm gonna go to inking, and I'm gonna choose the Baskerville brush. So basically, when you go to the Baskerville brush, you go to stabilization and increase the stabilization around 40, pressure also 40, and stabilization also 40, and then press done. So basically you will have something like this. Once you have something like this, we start to draw from the center line. So now what I'm going to do is I'm gonna start with drawing the center part first. So for that, I'm gonna start creating a shape which is like this. Then I'm gonna create a lotus sort of a thing like this. Once I try to create a lotus sort of a thing, then at the bottom I'll try to create a curve and then join them like this. Once I create something like this, I'm going to drag and drop the color to fill it up. You can also create the outline and fill it up later, but you can also do it simultaneously, so that's not a problem at all. Moving on, I'm just going to start creating more of the stuff. So after this, you can just extend this a little bit and fill it up, and then I'm just going to rotate it so that it's easier for me to create more stuff. So once I do that, I'm going to now create a leaf sort of a thing here like this. It's kind of a mustache, so basically you create a round like this, and then you create the depth. So first you create a line, then you either create the depth on both the sides, like both the side means like this, or you can also create it on one side and then fill it up. Similarly, I'll keep creating the outlines and the depth and keep filling it up. Moving on, I'm also gonna create an almond on an eye shape like this, and create another eye parallel to this and drag and drop. And moving on, I'm gonna now create a bigger sort of a curve starting from here, right at the bottom of this shape. So it's up to you how you want to create it. So for example, you want to create like a curve properly like this, you can create like this, you can also create it like this, whatever. So what you try to do is you try to create a line like this, then you create the depth. So how will we create the depth? Similarly, like how we did here, we are going to create the depth like this. So maybe I'm going to create sort of a leaf petals like this. And then moving on, I'm going to create more on the other side as well, so that it looks more detailed. So basically I'm creating sort of leaf but stylized shapes like this. After this I'm gonna drag and drop here as well. So if I'm dragging and dropping and it's going everywhere else, so I'll see that there is a gap. So I'm just gonna fill that gap and then I'm gonna do that. Here we go. And now I'm gonna create more of these. I'm gonna extend this part a little bit more. So maybe I'll create another set of mustaches like this and then give the depth again. Again, I'm gonna give the curves. So any type of a curve or any type of a shape is fine. You can also extend this part a little bit and maybe create a different type of shape. Again, you can just make the mustache and create the depth like this. Any shape is fine. You can also keep filling it up in between and something like this. And if you find space like this here, like for example I have a lot of space in between, so I can create something. So maybe I can just create a round shape like this, followed by I will create something like this. So similarly I'm just gonna create a sort of ending. So ending cannot be like this, so I'm just gonna create a little bit smaller element. So again, starting from the center, you can also create two shapes and then join them. So something like this. So very simple shapes, and then you can also create like two shapes like this. So basically what we are trying to do here is we are trying to actually create a nice looking element. And now you can see that there is a lot of space here also. So for that I'm just gonna create a line like this or a curve like this, and then this time I will create leaves rather than creating the depth. I'm gonna create the leaves and I'm just gonna fill that up as well. So this is very simple. So once you try to do something like this, you now fill this up completely. So everything, whatever we have done until now, it's on one layer. So again, there is a gap, so I'll just fill that gap and then I'm just gonna fill it. That's it. So here we go, we are done with this part. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the eraser, and for the eraser, like right next to the layer panel, there is a eraser. So I'm just going to take Baskerville as the eraser, and I'm going to take like 19-20% again, and I'm just going to erase it because I would like to add the details. Like for example, as in I'm going to create a line like this starting from the bigger part. Again, we are on the same layer because we are erasing it, and then followed by I will add some strokes, like strokes, one stroke and then extensions like this. So you keep doing it in the direction of the leaf, of course. So keep extending it so that it doesn't look flat. So if we are going to just put the solid color, it won't look detailed and the wallpaper won't look nice. It will look very bold. So we would like to make it a little bit detailed. So for that we are going to give details to everything. So for example, for the center part, like after we finish this, maybe we would like to give this part also one stroke like this and some extensions. Similarly, one stroke like this and some extensions. Similarly here as well. So you can also create a nice shape and then followed by you can just put some lines. Similarly, you can just try to put the lines here, here, and something similar. You can see, if you think that the shape is a little bit bold, you can also take the eraser and make it a little bit more stylized rather than keeping a normal shape. For this part also, if you think that you would like to increase or make the strokes a little bit more stylized, you can erase it. Similarly, I'll do this part also. I can actually create a nice sort of a blank space here, and then you can also create a shape here. Just make proper detailing with strokes and all of this. Similarly, this is here also, you can try to create a shape sort of like this. So I hope you get this point here, that what you have to do is do not keep anything empty, just try to add some space to it, because since we are actually creating it with white, so basically we have to just erase it so that it's proper. So I hope this part is clear to you. Now what we are going to do is, for the next step, we are going to add a new layer. So after we add a new layer, I'm just gonna tap onto this layer 3 and I'm gonna put this on layer assist. We are not going to do it on the same layer. I'll tell you later why. After we do this, I'm just gonna go to the edit drawing guide again. So you go to action, canvas, go to edit drawing guide, go to the symmetry part, and this time I'm going to choose quadrant symmetry here. Moving on, I'm just going to press done here and something like this. And after this, what I'm going to do is I am going to see the line is coming like this. Maybe I'll change the line color. So maybe I'll just put the line color a little bit more so that everyone can see. And yeah, so I'm keeping the thickness a little bit more. So now you can see the proper this part. Now I'm going to take the same brush, and but this time what I'll try to do is I am going to create a shape which is going to be like this. So it might not come in one go, so I'll tell you, so you keep doing it again and again. So basically we want something like this. I think a little bit longer could work, something like this. So basically we want something like this, a shape. You can go and you just, when you try, it's an OG shape basically. So when you try, it might not come in one go, but you try multiple times. Once you're done with this, you can just join these together. So we are going to do the same method how we did it earlier, right? Adding the depth, but this time we are not going to add it on the outer edge. We're going to do it inwards. So what I'm going to do is I am going to create the depth. So for the depth, you can try to create with the same Baskerville brush on the same layer something which is like a leaf or a curve or something like this. So different types of depth you can try to put. Make it more stylized or something. Try to fill in a lot of space here, and you keep doing it until you reach the center part. Something like this. So for this part also, like for example, if you wish to include some leaves, because there's a lot of space, and first you can just try to fill this up like how we did it earlier. This is very simple, and after you filled it up also, you can make the changes. Like for example, I filled it up like this, for example, and then I can just simply create more depth, more curves, more partitions, everything, and followed by I can create more, like for example, leaf sort of a thing. Let's say I'm going to create similar kind of leaves what I've created it here. Maybe I create this type of a leaf set. So first you draw a curve, then you try to create a leaf set. Similarly, you can simply drag and drop the color, and this is how it is going to come. So if you wish to do something here also, maybe you can try to create more of these, make it a little bit more interesting. So maybe you can try to create here as well. So, and you can end part can be a little bit more, that it can also end with the leaves. So this is how it needs to be done. And whatever the extra part is there, you can fill it up with the leaves, single leaves or double leaves like this, or you can simply make like a sort of extension from here, and then so for example, this part when I try to draw, it comes as a quadrant symmetry, which we don't want it because it's overlapping. So for this I can go back, go to the edit drawing guide, go to vertical, again switch it back to the vertical symmetry, and then try to create like a leaf set or whatever you wish to add here. Just make it look more stylized, and try to end this part, like whenever you're drawing a leaf set, with a leaf, and then you can just simply fill it up, and then followed by wherever you have space, you can try to fill it up. Like for example, I would also advise, like, see, for example, when you try to look at the design here, maybe you feel that it's too bold. Like for example, I feel the center part is a little bit too bold. Maybe we can do something about it, but for now I will again go to the eraser and make some strokes. So I'll just make the brush size to 15%, and I can simply erase it from different parts so that it looks detailed. You can also create a line sort of it here just to make it look more detailed, not like a vector sort of a thing. You can also switch it back to quadrant symmetry when you are doing the outer part, because I know it's on vertical for now. So after we add something like this here, and it looks nice to me, So what we will try to do is now, I'll switch it back to layer 2 because I would like to make some changes to this shape because it looks too bold. So I will first go to the eraser and erase the shape, make it look more stylized or something. And go to the eraser again and then just try to make some strokes and just make it look more interesting. So similarly here, so that it's kind of totally, it should look cohesive. So this is how it is done. So we are done with this part where we have layer 4 and layer 3. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just gonna select both the layers. So for example, you're in layer 2, you swipe right the other layer, so both of them turn blue now, and I'm gonna put this on group 1. Like you just put this, tap onto the group, so new group will be created. So after we create the new group, you can just simply duplicate this and hide the other one. So now we are going to create a repeat out of it. So we are done with the creating of the center element, and now we are going to create a repeat out of it. So once we are done with this, I'm just gonna go to, so the new group, whatever I have created, I'm just gonna merge that group. So one group is hidden, another we have one layer where we merge everything together. So now we have this layer 2 with us, and then I am going to the edit drawing guide, and this time I'm just gonna put this on 2D grid, and then I'm gonna make the grid size as, I think 1000 would be okay. So you can also tap here and put 1000 because we have created everything in, I think 1000 is okay. So we get like equal 16 boxes. So we want that, and then I press done over here. So after we do that, I'm gonna go to arrow. I'm gonna move this part. Make sure when you are moving it, you go to the arrow. When you're moving, you go to the snapping, turn both of them on, and you can simply make it smaller. So when you're making it smaller like this, make sure you try to put it in such a way that it should come on the horizontal and the vertical line exact like this. So something like this. So it should cover one quadrant like this. After you do this, you're going to swipe and duplicate, go to arrow, and make sure you are under bicubic. You should be on bicubic so that the resolution does not change. After you do that, you can just put these on the other half. Similarly, make sure it is coming onto the horizontal and vertical line. And once you do that, you can just merge these two layers, again duplicate, and try to put it here. So we try to put something like this. So on each quadrant we have this shape. Now once we have something like this, I am now going to merge these two layers as well, and I'm going to unhide this new group, and I will hide the main one. I just need this one for now, and I'm just gonna make this smaller and try to put it here wherever I have space like this. So I try to put it exactly here at the center, and then I'm going to duplicate this, go to arrow, put this on the left side. So when you see the left line, that means it is cutting from the center. So I just pick my pencil. Similarly, I'll just duplicate and try to put it on the other side. This is how it is done. So we get something like this. Now we have to repeat the same thing here and here. So basically, I'm going to merge these three layers actually. Like this. We have three layers right now, one with the only this part, one with the main this part, and then we have one row of this element. Now I'm going to duplicate this, but very interestingly what I'll try to do is I'm going to duplicate this center row. So if you want, I can also hide this one so that for your knowledge it's going to be better. And I'm going to add a new layer, and I'm going to take a darker color and drop it on a new layer. Like this. After dropping it, you're gonna go to the end and reduce the opacity so that everything is visible. And then I'm just gonna select both the layers and again put them in a group and duplicate the group. Moving on, once we have two groups, I'll go to arrow here. So I'll select the group, not individual layer. I'll select the group and I'll just go to the arrow and put the whole thing once I see the yellow line. And then I am going to the new group 2, go to the arrow and move it to the bottom until I see the yellow line. That means it has been properly, we have done it in a proper repeat format. And then whatever the dark layers are, I'm just gonna swipe and delete them. The reason why I did like this, but I did not duplicate and do it like this, I will just duplicate like this. It might not come exactly at the center, and this is how it's coming, right? You can see. But if we are doing it like this is a proper repeat. Now I'm gonna unhide this part also, and we can see that it's a proper, we have filled it a lot of space over here. If you think, like for me, I feel that we still have a lot of space here, so maybe you can fill it up. It's your choice. Maybe you can take up a new layer, put this on a drawing assist, and but not like here. You just have to put it in a symmetrical, any of the symmetry, maybe quadrant or vertical. Vertical would be ideal. And then I press done here, and then with the cream color, so you can just hold it and take the cream color. Maybe you can simply draw more of the details or the leaves, anything which fills up the space, but no, it shouldn't look too much also. So if you wish to do like this, maybe you can simply try to do something like this, and then maybe you can simply go to the eraser and erase this part like how we did it for the rest. So you can do it like this and you can repeat it, but it's completely optional. If you wish to do it like this, that is also fine. Similarly, if you wish to actually change the background color, you can go to the layer number 1. If you wish to have like a dull green, any other color, a desaturated gray, a blue would also look really nice. So maybe you can take the blue and drag and drop, so it will look really, really nice. I think this part which we created here at the center, maybe I can duplicate and try to go to the arrow and try to put it here as well, so that it starts to look more detailed and everything. And similarly, you can also put it on the sides if you wish to. So after we are done with this, so I'm not going to change anything for now, but I'm just going to go to action, add, and copy canvas. Copy canvas. Once I copy canvas the entire thing, I will add a new canvas. So it could be 4000, it could be any square size canvas. I open it just to validate if my pattern is looking nice or not. And then I just press add and paste. Action, add and paste. So it comes like this. I can just put it, just transform it to try to put it here. Duplicate, go to arrow, put it like this. Merge these two layers, duplicate, go to arrow, put it like this. So you can see this is how it's gonna look like a wallpaper. As I was mentioning, you can also put the details on the sides as well, like how we did it at the center, and this is how it's gonna look like. I really like the design and I think it's gonna look really, really nice wallpaper. But similarly, you can create so many versions of it. You can change the colors and you can change the motifs a little bit, and I think it's gonna look really, really nice. So yeah, so we are done with it.
Thank you so much for watching it till the end. I hope you like this video. If you like this video, don't forget to like, share and subscribe to my YouTube channel. We are developing more videos and tutorials like this. If you have any feedback or any questions, you can comment down below. And if you are interested to learn something more like on specific themes like botanical, tropical, Mughal and etc., you can also go to my website learn.luckyday.com. Until then, I'll see you in the new video. Thank you so much. Bye bye.